So today I'm just going to show you how to make fluffy vegan English muffins. I mean, they are easy to make, they are fluffy, they are super irresistible. I even have a monkey in the audience that just wants to have a test.
It is so fluffy inside, eh? Lovely. What are you going to tell us how you make it?
I do not mind.
God, you can make it inside there. Nobody will know whether it's vegan or not.
Just look at that vegan hollandaise sauce, guys. Just look at that. Just look at that. What about my vegan poached eggs? Have you ever had breakfast with elephants as your neighbors? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on. Now, when you live in a game reserve, the journey to make just a simple breakfast isn't a straight line. There is always a roadblock. Look at them, the traffic cops of this place. Man, just look at the one in front of me. Majesty, the three bull elephants. Now, elephants are very unpredictable and pretty dangerous too. But lucky for me, and please, guys, don't tell anyone, I have a friend that is an elephant, which I named Nedisi, which means a helper in my language. So when he is around, he keeps these bulls in line. But please don't tell anyone. Anyway, let us cut to the chase, guys. You need aquafaba of 1 can. You need to beat it until it is stiff. When I say stiff, really stiff, guys. So we're going to use this as our egg replacement. We're going to use cream of tart, about 5 grams, to make sure it is stiff exactly like that, guys. Now we're going to need fresh lemon juice. We need to use about 15 mils. I like to shake my lemons a bit before I use them. I bet you didn't know I can do that. Okay, so shake it up, cut it, and then let us add to our almond milk. I used about 350 mils of almond milk. And please don't forget, it's only 15 mils of fresh lemon. And of course, vegan butter, about 30 mils of vegan butter, guys. What I would like to do with my liquids every time when I'm making something similar to this, I make sure I pop it in the oven for about a couple of seconds and make sure it's warm. This helps dissolve the sugar and also speed up the process to ferment the yeast, guys. I don't know if that makes sense. Look at it. It needs to look like this. Now we're going to add about 30 grams of brown sugar to our liquids, and of course a bit of salt, about 5 or less 5 or less grams of salt, guys. Now we're gonna beat it. We're gonna continue beating it up. This is a slappy. Is there something like that? Yeah, this is a slappy or slacky dough. Flour is only 400 grams, guys. Yeah, so as you can see, the dough is really slacky. It's really loose, and that's how we want it. As you can see, it's a wet, sticky dough. Yeah, so we're gonna sprinkle some polenta. I just love polenta, guys. I love polenta. Okay, so I prefer to cover this dough overnight. I mean, if you have been following me for some time, you know that with me, it's really about the journey. It's never about the process. So cover it overnight. Look, it really looks nice. Okay, some polenta on the surface, some flour. Let us work on it. And also, it gives it that flavor. And the fact that I've added a bit of lemon, it gives that, it's not really, it doesn't taste sour, but I don't know how to explain it, but I just love that a bit of tangy flavor. It doesn't have to be like that. As I said, I mean, the lemon is really optional. I mean, if you don't want to keep it overnight, just for an hour or 2 hours is fine. Look at the dough now. It just come together. You're gonna press it just a bit to make it like 1 inch, and we're gonna use this cutter, which is about 3 inches. And please don't forget to apply a bit of flour around it so it doesn't become sticky or gummy, if we should say. Okay, so once you're done, let it rise again for about 30 minutes. Yeah, so with me, nothing goes to waste. Even the small dough, we're still gonna make muffin with that. And of course, I am pressing it a bit just to make it like, 1 inch. Remember, it's still gonna rise again, so it's still fine. But look at it. Just look at that. Look at it. We need to be janky now because it's all puffed up. It's what is going to help us to be fluffy. We need to be really, really careful. And this polenta really helps because as much as you want your muffin to be in contact with your pan, but also you want it almost on the air. I don't know if that makes sense because of the coarseness of this polenta. Look at it, it's already rised. We're gonna cover it and turn it again and cover it. I mean, we're gonna about 5-6 minutes on each side. Just be careful with your heat. Oh, by the way, guys, if I haven't told you, we're gonna be making some vegan poached eggs. Just look at that. Just look at that. Oh man, what about this fluffiness? I mean, oh man. Just look at that. I'm super excited. So if you have not subscribed yet, this is the time to subscribe and to hit that notification button so you don't get to miss out next time when I post. What about this vegan dairy chicken? Just look at that. Just look at that. What about this vegan poached egg? I mean, guys. This hollandaise sauce. Oh yes, by the way, guys, on my way to the kitchen, I met a night adder. What a beautiful snake that was. I don't know. Can we say a snake is beautiful? I don't know. But anyway, I managed to save it and I put it back to the bush. Are you guys ready to see our vegan English muffins? Just look at that. I mean, Normally, what I do, right, is
The vegan table chef.
yes, that's the table.
Thank you very much.
That's the table. Yes, that's the table. I know that there is a handful of people who don't know much about veganism. People also do not know that whatever you can have that is non-vegan, you can still have the same thing and still enjoying it without hating any animal.
Okay. Of course,
you know
yes.
what I mean? But of course, see, I'm not in a position to judge who eats what, who doesn't eat what. It's just that I'm passionate about this, and I just want to share with the world. And I used here, so this is basically my oven. So this is what I used. So of course, I'll flatten it up like this. Grill it a bit so that gives me that color, and then when I'm happy, just put it here close, and that's my oven. Keep on turning and turning, so it gives the flavor from the fire. And the fire that I normally use is hickory, so it also gives that extra flavor. So what I would like you guys to do is just grab one of each, and tell me your thoughts. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I ask?
I'll take off
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's fantastic. You can do that.
Oh my word. It is so fluffy inside, Lovely. What are you going to tell us how you make it?
I do not mind. I don't mind. So first of all,
This is lovely.
you like it?
It's good. Very good.
So just imagine doing that from fire.
Absolutely
I
lovely.
didn't need an oven or anything. Of course, the only bit of fancy ingredient here might be polenta, but otherwise that's.
So what is the ingredients?
This is
Polenta,
flour. This is
flour.
polenta, and then I use a bit of yeast.
Yes.
And then I use sugar. I use salt. Obviously, I'm not sure if you can taste it.
No, it's lovely. It's got taste.
Nice and soft as well.
Soft, yeah, and it's risen. It's not a flat thing.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
really, it's lovely.
We are campers.
Yeah,
We are camping at the moment with Bonamanzi.
Yes,
And also like to make the bread. She makes the ingredients and then I bake the bread.
yes.
And I use exactly 10 of these
Briquettes.
briquettes, you know. And also
around.
bread. I might die for bread.
Yeah, so that's
That
also my
is.
thing. Because one of the things, it's not about just the animals, but it's also about the culture, the food.
Yes.
That resonates with
Lovely.
Yeah.
My son taught me that because we also go to Zimbabwe and Botswana and so on. And it's very nice to, when you go to the local places, also to eat what the local people are eating.
Yes.
And it's so nice. Sometimes
It's so
you
nice.
get so surprised.
Oh.
that-
Absolutely, and it doesn't just come with this. If because I do a lot of bush fries, so if we are in the bush and we're around the fire and we're eating this, you don't even have to read any book. There will be old people there. There will be oral, nice stories that you hear from the local people themselves. It's one thing for a guard who has been trained to tell you whatever they tell you, which is totally different from someone who was an elder in the area, who was there, who witnessed certain things that Shaka Zulu and whoever saw. You know, it's very beautiful.
So
but
interesting.
food gets us together.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We all eat.
We all-
Listen, this is lovely. I wouldn't know the difference between this one and the
And
other.
you're in.
Although this one is very nice and soft. I
Yeah.
really enjoy it.
Remember.
Give me the recipe.
I love your oven.
I would definitely do this.
No,
This
it's
is a great
lovely.
initiative for the oven as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah.
I know, that is.
And you know your typical oven obviously has got a knob that you,
Temperature.
yes,
Yes.
which I can, you know, if I need it very
Yes,
hot,
yes,
then
yes.
I can use the firewood.
We must remember that because we baked bread last night and I baked it in a cast iron pot.
Yes,
It was lovely and round.
absolutely.
and
I
it's
like that as
beautiful.
well. I like that
Yeah.
as well. I like that as well.
But the
You know,
only
sometimes
thing-
what I do, even in the miggy here, I take one of these, put water here, put in the miggy,
Yeah.
which kind of help because as you can see, let me show you something. Let me show you the secret here. This is one of my secrets. I've got holes there. I don't know if you can see.
Oh, yes.
And then if I've got water there, the water is boiling. So in other words, I've got a steaming oven.
That's good.
No, man.
We control the temperature.
Yes, yes.
Fantastic.
I've never used polenta. I've never. I know they say polenta is also a porridge, or you can make it in Australia when they do. They make it as porridge.
Yes.
They
They
cut
don't
it into slices,
Yes.
and then they eat it sometimes as dessert with a
I love
custard
polenta.
or
I love,
whatever.
you know,
I've never
polenta,
had it.
Somalin. I love that. I mean, there is a lot you can do. There is also a sweet dessert that I make with this, and also on fire.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Oh,
We
that's
can
great,
learn
man.
lots from you. But that
Fantastic.
is divine. You can make it inside there. Nobody will know
It
whether
must-
it's
it must
vegan
be
or
with
not.
The sun and the outside fire.
Oh,
and
yes.
the
Yes,
Pacific.
yes.
Oh, that's
Thank
beautiful.
you, thank you for your
Thank you,
entertainment.
Chef.
Very nice of you. I'm glad I've
Thank
met
you,
you.
Chef. I don't know which way, but thank you very
Thank you so
much.
much.
Thank you.
That was lovely.